Empty Easter buckets. If things had been as usual, things had been normal, the way we expected, by now those buckets would have been full of Easter goodies, school supplies, toys and games for those kids at the children's home at Reading. These buckets wouldn't even be here anymore. They'd be at the children's home at Reading. Probably we've taken them today down there. So they're empty. Often we think of empty as something that is to be avoided. You know, we always think of crowds as being more enjoyable. We think of having a lot of something instead of a little bit of something as being beneficial. There's a lot of things that we think of that are depend on quantity. And emptiness is not something that we think of as being a goal. But sometimes it's good to just sit on the beach by yourself and look at the sunset. Maybe it's a mountain top looking out over the beautiful scenery, the beautiful landscape. Sometimes an empty school is important instead of hallways full of students. Sometimes an empty street is needed instead of a bunch of cars rushing back and forth. Empty restaurants, empty movie theaters, maybe a concert or two. I know that I was going to go to a concert the Saturday after Easter. It's been postponed. But you couldn't put 10,000 people in the same room the way things are now. But this Easter, we remember that empty can sometimes be the best thing ever. Because we all remember the empty tomb on Easter morning. Remember the people that went to that tomb looking for the body of Jesus, thinking that he was there, thinking that they were going to bury him. And instead, he was missing. He was alive. He had resurrected. And emptiness was a sign of joy. Emptiness was a sign of peace and love. Emptiness was a sign of new life. Because Jesus rose from the dead. And he promised that because Jesus rose, because he rose, we too might rise again too. So this Easter we may feel a little bit empty in a lot of ways. Empty because we can't be with friends. Empty because our schedules are all messed up. Empty because we don't know what the future is like. But let's remember the good things about emptiness. Jesus and our faith and the resurrection and new life.